Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mandy, and in today's video I want to share with you sort of what my experience has been being a new mother here in Thailand. So I just had my first child back in October. I had my daughter Lila with my husband Lloyd. It was a pretty crazy experience having a baby overseas, and I would love to share it with you guys. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for all future content. All right, let's get into it. So I want to start with healthcare and sort of just like the support that I had throughout, I guess, pregnancy, giving birth, and then postpartum as well. Overall, I've had a really great experience. The hospital was incredible. I had a beautiful female doctor. There's so much access to Chinese medicine and alternative medicine here as well. So I've been able to get acupuncture, massage, prenatal massage. Thai massage has been incredible for postpartum as well. So the access to healthcare here has been great. Just also the nurturing nature of Thai women in general. I have been so well looked after by just strangers and random people wanting to help and loving babies, and it's been a very positive experience with that. The next thing I want to touch on is sort of what things cost. So one of the contributing factors was that it is quite expensive for, your startup costs for getting things like the bassinet and the change table. Those types of things have been so affordable. I wasn't really sure what I was looking for or what we needed. To be honest, I hadn't spent a whole lot of time in the baby atmosphere before having a child, so I didn't exactly know what sort of things I wanted. So I kind of went on the lower end for like a more affordable pram or stroller, whatever country you're in to call that. I went on the more affordable end, and honestly, I was able to get everything I needed and more. Like an outfit for Lila, a full outfit is about $10. Just things like that I found so affordable. Even more affordable price to get like organic cotton diapers or nappies has been even more affordable than just regular nappies. So we've been able to get like organic, good quality things for about the same price that you'd be paying for the lower end of things back in a Western country, for example. So that's been really nice as well. It's kind of felt more luxurious. Also, one thing I wasn't really sure about was like getting things ordered or delivered to the house. I wasn't sure how good like the postage service would be here. It's incredible. Like we literally can get anything delivered to the house within 24 hours pretty much. So if we're running like low on formula or diapers, that sort of thing, now like it comes 24 hours later, and it's pretty convenient. So the lifestyle here has been so incredible for being postpartum. For me, the heat first of all, and just being able to heal in a warm place has been great for me. Being postpartum, you want warmth, you want sunshine, you want warm meals like curries, that sort of thing. So getting access to that sort of stuff postpartum and when I'm just learning how to be a new mom has been great. We've been able to go to the beach in the morning with her every day, which has been really great too. We love the beach. So as someone who doesn't have a lot of family around here, I have had family come and visit, but Lloyd and I are pretty much doing this on our own here. Every time that we leave the house, I have someone helping. So like when we go to the gym, the lady that runs the gym is holding Lila for me so I can run. Like that, I'd never seen anything like that, let alone her being allowed to come into the gym. She's welcomed, and like they want to hold her the whole time, which just says enough about the culture here. Having a child, growing up in Canada, I don't think children are really allowed into the gym. Maybe not all gyms obviously are like that here, but where we live, everyone wants her in, no matter where we're going.
Guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. One thing that we don't really show a lot of on this channel is all the behind the scenes stuff that we do, like editing videos, uploading content, and of course planning all of our trips. Now, up until about 10 months ago, we actually didn't have access to our own Wi-Fi because we were pretty much traveling full time, which meant going to places like cafes or co-working places to get all of our work done, which also meant logging onto public Wi-Fi. Now, if you don't know, public Wi-Fi is an absolute goldmine for hackers, which is why for almost 3 years now, we've been using our Surfshark VPN, and still to this day, even though we have our own Wi-Fi, I never go online without first firing up the VPN. And just in case you don't know what VPN stands for, it's Virtual Private Network. So basically, it acts like a mask, encrypting all of the data that gets sent between your computer and the internet so that no one can steal all of your sensitive information. But that's honestly just one reason we use Surfshark. The other reason is that it also lets us log on to servers from all over the world, which means accessing streaming services from other countries that we can't usually get, such as Hulu, HBO, and Netflix. So don't leave yourself vulnerable to hackers any longer. Secure your privacy today by clicking the link below or using code Lloyd and Mandy at checkout to receive 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN.
Our experience has been wonderful. Of course, there is always the flip side to every situation. There also has been some struggles that we've had, some things that I haven't really thought about. So one thing that I do get DM'd about a lot is the Zika virus. So there are a lot of women or mothers that want to come to Thailand or travel here, and they're quite worried about Zika virus. So Lloyd and I actually did a deep dive into Zika and understanding how likely is it for a child to get it, what happens if they do get it, that type of thing. And after doing our deep dive, we've come to the conclusion it's not as common to get Zika as you think it is. I believe the percentage of the amount of people there are in Thailand to the amount of people that get Zika virus, there was 400 cases out of 80 million people last year. It's quite rare to get Zika. I honestly wouldn't make that a reason to not bring a baby here. I think it's one of those things, like every country has their thing, you know, like Canada's got bears and cougars, and Australia's got sharks and spiders and all that, and snakes, and then here, maybe that's the thing you get told about is like, you know, dengue or Zika, that sort of thing. And I really don't think it should be a reason that holds you back from coming here with children, because it is just a paradise. One of the biggest struggles for myself has been, I guess because I grew up in a colder climate as a child, getting used to not really being able to go out in the middle of the day, especially with a baby that sleeps at night. It shortens the window that you can bring your baby outside. For us especially, my baby is quite Scandinavian and white, so she's quite sensitive to the sun and gets hot quite easily. That's our genetics, and you know, I should have probably known that prior, but I'm great with heat. So I just assumed that she would be the same, but unfortunately she's not. So it's something to keep in mind that especially during, you know, April, May, when it gets really, really hot, kind of a limited time to go outside. Even at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's already too hot. Something to keep in mind there is a section of the year that you probably don't want to be here, or you at least want to have a good area in the house with air conditioning or a good fan so you're not in the heat with the baby. So I grew up, again, in Canada. I grew up going to parks and running around on the grass and, you know, running through the woods. And there isn't really like parks here. With it being that it's too hot in the middle of the day, it does limit, I guess, the places that you could put a park because it would be too hot with the sun on it. But also there just isn't like grassed parks anywhere. So that's definitely a downside. We do have the beach, but the beach also does wash away from time to time. It's not really available. So we've found ourselves hanging out inside more than we thought we would. I thought with the sun that we would be outside more, but the heat, honestly, like after you've been here for a while, it gets to be a lot. And with a baby, when they're a lot more sensitive, it can be a bit full on. So it is something to think about. If you're not someone who absolutely loves heat, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're just sort of like, yeah, I like when it's warm, it can get to you. So I did go with a more affordable option with our stroller or pram because I didn't really know what I was looking for in it. And I didn't know for sure that we'd even use it here because there are not really sidewalks anywhere. They have started adding some on the main street in Hua Hin, I will say that, which is very good for Southeast Asia. But in Southeast Asia as a whole, there's not really sidewalks. So pushing the pram around, I've seen other mothers like committing to it, and it's like, it's a trek, and you're kind of going over rocks and trees and or whatever else the footpath isn't always reliable or you're just on the street, I found that just having a baby carrier is a lot easier. It would be nice to be able to use a pram or a stroller as well. So another thing to keep in mind if you are someone like that, that uses a stroller or pram all the time, it's not convenient usually here. Overall, my experience has been extremely positive becoming a new mother here in Thailand. I'm really happy that I did this here. I think I've had more access to the health side of things that I needed for myself. I was able to have a quiet, peaceful place that is surrounded by banana trees, and I've been able to have a house cleaner help me when I haven't been able to clean my home. I've been able to afford to have that. So yeah, it's been overall a wonderful experience having a baby here. So whether you're traveling here or maybe you are also thinking of having a child in Thailand, I would recommend it 100%. I feel like it's made me a mentally stronger person. I also feel just super grateful to have witnessed what it's like when women help each other out and look out for each other. I maybe didn't really witness that much growing up, maybe just the circle that I grew up around, but getting to just see how other women help each other, and it's been really inspiring to me. I think Thailand sort of can like set the bar for how treating babies should be, or treating, new mothers should be, because I've been treated like royalty, and so has Lila. So if you're thinking about it, feel free to send us a message on Instagram if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Everything seems hazy. Is there some place for safety I could go?